So the first shelf here is my entire line of Lightning McQueens, just strictly Lightning McQueens. So as you can tell, we're going to go from order of released from films and tunes and all that stuff, and from the fantasy series as well. So we got first we got the little squishable Lightning McQueen that they released. Then we got the Smell Swell before he started his career with Rusty's. Then we got the classic standard Lightning McQueen. We got the Precision Series Lightning McQueen that gives full detail of Lightning McQueen here with working suspension, detailed undercarriage. The hood even opens, if I can get it open with one hand here. Fully detailed in there. Then we got Stunt Racers Lightning McQueen. We got the Dirt Track Lightning McQueen as well. His tires are dirty here. Everything else is dirty. I don't know why they didn't give him white teeth, which is weird. We got him scooping up the road from Radiator Springs. We got him with the night vision, with the white walls and the tar on his lightning bolt here. We got Cone McQueen, him going through the town at the beginning of the movie. Radiator Springs McQueen when he's at night. This one's a little bit beat up here. Then we got Dynaco McQueen when he was dreaming of being at Dynaco. Lightning McQueen Storm, I believe this one's called here, with the rockets, with the jets. Bling Bling McQueen, I think this one's one of the cooler ones with him being Dynaco because he has these shiny wheels. We got Cactus McQueen here, where he fell into the dirt patch at Willie's Butte trying to drift for the first time. We got Radiator Springs McQueen, kind of similar to Cruisin' McQueen, but with him having the 95s and all that stuff with changing eyes as well, which I think is pretty cool. Then we got the Cars 2 releases. For me, they only released 3 versions of Lightning McQueen. So we got him at the beginning of Cars 2, the Fab, I think this is Hudson Hornet Lightning McQueen, I believe, if I'm mistaken. Then we got regular World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen with racing wheels. It's pretty cool. Then we got him with party wheels. If we look at the comparison between the two, racing wheels and party wheels. Then we got him when he goes to Disneyland. This was a Disneyland exclusive car that came with Mater with the goofy ears, which I will show later on. It's pretty cool. Next, we get into Cars tunes, which I have a few of them. So first one, we got him in Rescue Squad Mater when he was in the building burning. Then we got Lightning Dragon McQueen when he was going through all the tar and stuff in that short, which is pretty cool. Then this one was unfortunate. The wing unfortunately broke off on this one, but this is Lightning McQueen Hawk, which I believe is pretty cool with the wings and everything. Then we got Autonaut Lightning McQueen when he went to space in Moon Mater with the jetpacks and everything. Pretty cool. And then we get to when they did like Radiator Springs tunes. This one is from Radiator Springs 500 and a half. This one's pretty cool because it has the off-road tire, suspension, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Now we get to Cars 3, which they released quite a few of them. So we got at the beginning of the movie here, this is Rusty's McQueen. Pretty cool. I like the style. Then we got, this is called Cars 3 McQueen. Kind of has that same style from Cars 1, but they made him a little bit thinner, which is kind of weird. Then we got Rusty's Racing Center McQueen. I like the metallic finish on him, how they did it. I believe this was a Target exclusive back in 2017 when they first released him. I believe it was a Target exclusive when they did it. Then we got him as Chester Whipplefilter when he when he went to the Demolition Derby. Then we got the Fabulous Lightning McQueen for Doc Hudson, which I believe is pretty cool. Then we get to the Fantasy Series. They did a lot of these. I didn't bother collecting of them because I wasn't a fan of them, but I collected some of them that seemed pretty cool. We got him in the Off-Road XRS Racing Series. Then when they released the NASCAR Series, I was stoked. They released 2 different versions. They released him in this kind of variant, which is some of the like classic, more style NASCAR here. They added a touch with the window nets, which I believe was pretty cool. Kind of has that black trim along the bottom. His 95 is white. Rusty's is white. Pretty cool. Then the nice metallic finish with this one for the NASCAR series as well, with these awesome silver wheels. We got Willie's Butte on the side of him. This nice, awesome metallic finish. The back's awesome. Pretty cool. Awesome. Then we got On the Road Lightning McQueen, which is just him with just his 95 and Radiator Springs on that. Just kind of basic, not a whole lot. This is kind of him like in the off season, just doing his thing, you know, just doing what he does in the off season. So yeah, that's my entire Lightning McQueen line right here. Let's move on to the next drawer. So the next drawer we got here is all of the Piston Cup racers by various movies. So mostly from Cars 1 here. Most of them are the Chinese variants. A few of these have the Thailand variants. So like Experiment, Revolting, The King, Mood Springs, Shiny Wax, Retread, and yeah, I think those are the only ones that have a Thailand variant. So we're just gonna go down the road quickly here. I broke them down as the 06 racers, 2017 racers here, the XRS series variant kind of things, the old gen, and then we got all the next gens lined up down here. So we got little torquey pistons. I don't know the names at the top of my head. If you guys have seen or if it's not posted up yet, I have my Piston Cup stop motion series happening right now with the Retread 350 starting off the season here. So stay tuned for that because majority of these cars are featured in this. I think a total was about almost 35 to 40 racers in that series or in that race alone. I will work on some more races with that here. If you guys have any ideas on what races that I want to do, feel free to drop a comment down below and I will see what I can do. So we got Chick Hicks right here. I used Chick Hicks a lot when I was a kid. If you can see all the dings and all that stuff on them. So we're going to move on to the 2017 right here. Cal Weathers, Bobby Swift, Parker Breakston, which I believe is pretty cool. We got Brickyard Lee right there. And we got the new sponsored combustor with Chip Gearings in the 11. Paunchy Wipeout, Bumper Save. Another little Torquey Pistons, which I kind of like the style of this one a little bit more. So then we got the XRS series of Cruz Ramirez and Jackson Storm here, which are pretty cool with the suspension. Then we got the old gens of Doc Hudson's rival here. Then we got the fabulous Hudson Hornet himself, which is the comparison to the fabulous Hudson Hornet Hot Wheels diecast, which is pretty cool. Put him back right here. We got the Thomasville version of Chip Gearings of Combustor. It's pretty cool. And Mario Andretti with the lenticular eyes. Finally, we get to the next gens. which Jackson Storm is kind of the representation of the next gens. And we got most of these next gens are represented in the NASCAR line mostly with actual real drivers, which I will go more in depth as it goes on, which majority of these next gens are featured in that race as well that I was talking about earlier. So we got Jackson Storm, Eric Almirola, which is related to Eric Almirola in the NASCAR Cup Series. Synergy, we got William Byrev, which is represented by William Byron in the NASCAR Series as well. We got Bubba Wheelhouse, which is represented by Bubba Wallace in the NASCAR Series. We got Cam Spinner. We have Ryan Inside Laney, which is related to Ryan Inside Laney. Ryan Blaney, which is related to Ryan Blaney in the NASCAR Cup Series. We have Cruz Ramirez when she was racing Ford Rusties at the beginning or at the end of Cars 3. And we got the next gen version of Nitroid, Octane Gain, Danny Swervez, which is related to Daniel Swervez in the Cup Series. And the retread, we got Dynaco next gen version of Cruz Ramirez, Sputter Stop, Joey Gogo Logano, which is also related to Joey Logano in NASCAR. Combustor. We got the NASCAR version of Jackson Storm here with the Piston Cup champion sticker on it. We got Rowdy Revan Bush, which is related to Kyle Busch in the NASCAR Cup Series. That's pretty cool to bring back Hostile Takeover Bank after Chick Hicks. Then we got the Little Torquey Pistons next gen. So that is all of the Piston Cup drivers. So let's move on to the next shelf. Okay, so the next drawer that we got is kind of like the miscellaneous of like the Piston Cup, crew chiefs, staff, some different variations of the Radiator Springs townies, some from Cars 2, some miscellaneous that I use for safety staff for the Piston Cup races and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and go over here. We got the maintenance crews and we got the rescue, all that stuff for the Piston Cup team. For any wrecks that come out on the track here, we got an ambulance, we got a tow truck to clean up the mess. We got just a little supervisor car here. Let's move up back this way. From Cars 2, we got Finn McMissile from London, the British agent here. We got a different variation of him as a submarine from the beginning of Cars 2 here. Then the villain of the movie, Sir Miles Axelrod, who created All in All. We got another variation of Finn McMissile right here, of him escorting Mater through Japan's airport. We got the American agent Rod Torque Redline here. Awesome car. Then we got Race Team Mater. I mostly use this one a lot because it's more clean and endurance. Number 95 right here. Just standard Mater with just the 95 on the bottom there. If we go along this side here, we got some of the delinquent road hazards and tuners. We got Kabuto from Tokyo Mater. Pretty cool. And then we got Snot Rod. The one that always sneezes a lot because he has the blower on the top. And then we got DJ, which is kind of like a city Humvee, but he doesn't want to be on the dirt. He was in the epilogue of Cars. So that's pretty cool. So let's move up this way. We got Daryl Cartrip when he was commentating during Cars 2, which he is related to Daryl Waltrip, who voiced him in the Cars in the Cars movies, which is pretty cool. Then we got Nigel Gearsley's crew chief. I don't know the name of him exactly, but Pretty cool. Then from Cars Tunes, we got Dr. Mater. His mirrors came off. So, yeah, Dr. Mater, which is pretty cool. Then we got Mia and Tia beside his at his side, which is Nurse Mia and Tia. So, yeah. Then we got the Piston Cup. We got the Piston Cup staff, owners, crew chiefs, all that stuff. So, owner of Dynaco, we got Tex with the lenticular eyes. The new owner of Rusty is Sterling. Pretty cool. Then we got the pace car from 06. I think his name was Charlie Checker, I believe. Then we got the no stall crew chief with the lenticular eyes. Then we got a Piston Cup official with lenticular eyes again. Pretty cool. And then we got the Dynaco crew chief. Amazing car. And then we got statistics analyst Natalie Certain, who runs all the stats for all the drivers. Then we got cameraman Chuck with the camera. Then we got the two press people during the races. The camera fell off and the microphone fell off, unfortunately, but they both got lenticular eyes too. Then we got Chick Hicks as at the beginning or during Cars 3, which is weird because he didn't come with this headset in Cars 3. He just had the standard look that he has right here. I don't know why they decided to do that. Next, we got the two versions of Cruz Ramirez here. We got the standard version of her. Then we got her as Francis Beltline, number 20, with all the dirt on her. Then we go to the Radiator Springs townies here, which is a lot of them. We have Mater when he, this was from the Disney Park exclusive that I mentioned with Lightning McQueen. When he had the Mickey Mouse hat, he has the Goofy hat, which I think is awesome. Then we got Lizzie here, the old antique. We got Sally. We got Flo. I don't know what happened here. I might have sat on her or something, but I don't know what's up with that. Then we got two versions of Ramon. We got the purple Ramon here. Then we got lightning Ramon. We got the lightning bolt on the side here. Then we got Doc Hudson in his fabulous Hudson Hornet look with the racing tires. Then we got him just as the regular blue standard Doc Hudson. Then we got my first ever owned Mater. He's seen a lot of days. I mean, a lot of days. Everything's missing. Top's broken. Tail hook's broken. Seen a lot of days. Then we got Sheriff. The sheriff of the town, obviously. And then we got brand new Mater. Before he got all rusted up and everything. Missing tow hook. The whole 9 yards. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next case. The next drawer I have is my custom cars that I've done. And some from Thunder Hollow and just my various monster trucks here. So we have, I don't remember all the names exactly or the reasons why I made them custom, but we got like a Pacer racer. Then we got like a little like extra Luigi. And then we got Lightning McQueen when he's all stripped from his numbers and various decals and all that stuff. We got a racing truck. We got some various Lightning McQueens and various paint schemes here as custom cars. One that's like Desert Canyon, Gola, Colin High. Then we got a IndyCar racer. Then I don't know what about this one. This could be like racer, or it can be like Lightning McQueen as a ghost. And then we got a different style. Another one. And then I was thinking this could be like Strip the King's brother, or just like a cousin or something that's related to him. Then we got Francesco Bernoulli with silver accents instead of white, which is pretty cool. Then we got a wrecked Lightning McQueen here. Just a plastic one. I just unscrewed the bottom and I just like mangled him up. And then squished Sally. Yeah, pretty much a squished Sally. And then we got a custom colored Mack truck. If you guys want to see a series or a stop motion race with these, let me know in the comments, because I think that would be pretty cool. Next we go to our Thunder Hollow. I don't know the names exactly, so I'm just gonna go down the line here, which is awesome. I kind of like this one because it's kind of mangled in the front here. And then this one has like kind of like a blower. And then we got Miss Fritter, the big school bus, of course. And then we got the Monster Jam monster trucks. Awesome kind of Gravedigger, Metal Malasha, King Crunch, Bone Shaker, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's typically all I got for this one. Not a whole lot. So let's move on to the next one. So the next drawer is the villains from Cars 2, a couple planes, the little miniature guys, the forklifts, or the pitties with the toolboxes, the haulers, the mini adventure characters, the various accessories from the NASCAR line, and a couple all-in-all cans. So here we got Grem, Acer, a trunk off, and Tumbling, which is the three-wheeled guy from Italy. Next, we got a fighter jet and Bulldog from the Planes line. We got Luigi and Guido from Radiator Springs. We got a Dynaco Pity here with the toolbox. Miguel Camino's Pity with toolbox. Octane Gaines Pity. Chick Hicks's Pitties with toolbox. We got Dynaco's hauler for Cal Weathers. We got Lightning McQueen's hauler, Mac. And we got a scientist. Don't know exactly from when or where. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the last drawer. Then in the last drawer, we got the World Grand Prix racers, and we got some from the Planes franchise. So we got Max Chanel from Germany, number 4. Carlo Veloso, number 8 from Brazil. A Fictional Country with Rip Klitschkonski. Number 5 from Spain, Miguel Camino. From America, Jeff Gorvette, which is related to Jeff Gordon from NASCAR. From the UK, we got Nigel Gearsley, number 9. Number 7, we got Shu Todoroki from Tokyo. From Italy, everyone's favorite Formula car, Francesco Bernoulli. From France, we got Ralph Carlo, number 6. And then from I don't know what country this is from, but Lewis Hamilton, which is related to Lewis Hamilton, the Formula 1 driver. Now we go to the planes. We got Piston Peak Air Attack. I forgot the name of him, but he has a working hook. This is pretty cool. Nice size for a helicopter as well. Then we got a couple of variations of Dusty. We got him from the first Planes movie as a crop duster. Him when he joins the Jolly Wrenches at the end of Planes. Then we got 2 of the same versions of Skipper. Pretty cool. And then we got Dusty as a firefighter at the end of Planes, Fire, and Rescue. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the NASCAR, to my NASCAR collection.